So once you've finished the top of the shoulders, move around to the side and we're going to do lower back. So just popping some oil on. Remember, and keep one hand on all the time. Oil goes on, back up to the shoulders, back around. So single thumbing. If lower back's an issue for the client, then at that point, spend more time on their lower back for them, obviously. But if it is neck, shoulders, traps, that's the region that needs to be worked on, spend more time there. Adapt Stressbuster to what needs to happen for each particular client. Don't just do it by rote. So moving on, as we come through, stay on one side of the table the whole time for lower back. You don't need to spin around and drive, walk your way around the table 20 million times. You'll just exhaust yourself. So starting on cross fibre, coming up, all the way up. We've already done the top section, so effleurage off and come back to the start. Do it again. You don't want to have the client shaking too much on the table, so you don't want this because you're just going to wake them up. So keep it nice and controlled and keep the pressure down and in to the body, and that stops the shaking. And then come across to the other side, and off you go up the other side. And again. So just twice both sides. Full knuckles. And full knuckles again. Elbows. Come across to the other side. And again. First time through, just drag. Second time through, trigger it as you go. So it needs to be very fluid and it needs to feel effortless. You shouldn't be exhausted by the end of this. You should nearly have more energy than actually when you started. So just kneading through each side. Coming back down and double knuckles, cross over, one side over each of the spine, and then just rolling through, and just rolling all the way up into the neck. Come back down, and again, all the way up, and this time I'm just triggering it as I go. And through. So at that point, if there's nothing wrong with their lower back, then it's done, and we're going to move on and we're going to do the sacrum.